Hi guys, my name is Akrizi and this is the Movie Critic. Out of all the blockbuster movies that has been released so far in the year 2023, Barbie is the one I considered an absolute disaster. I'd rate it 1 star. The Barbie has been in the faces of many in the past couple of weeks, with hypes and internet noises, surrounding it. And it has prompted me to see this movie, what's the hype all about? It's a loud one per se, but honestly, what's the hype and the noise all about, for crying out loud? Aside from the detailing and the fact that it is glorifying, feminism and all of that, what else? Demeaning men and reducing them to nothing but idiots. A larger percentage of girls will definitely be a fan of this movie, but must we actually glorify one to bring one down? Why do we have to make a movie that passes a message that that no two greats can actually coexist? But before I let you all down on the hype about the movie, you guys might actually hate me, and the reason I feel it's an absolute disaster, why don't you all like this video first? Just give it a like first. Then you can now comment later, because you might hate me for this honest criticism, and I'd love to see it in the comments. How about you subscribe also? I'm actually F around and make something about your favorite movie, real soon. Who knows? How about I compensate you all with Extraction 2 review and some silly mistakes in the movie. You guys, I know those mistakes flew over your head, but I'll definitely review them. So guys, anticipate. Now, I just had the misfortune of watching the new Barbie movie, and I must say it was an absolute disaster. I won't consider myself a Barbie fan, honestly, but either ways, I was very, very eager to see how they would bring this iconic character to life on the big screen per se, and to see that the hype, and to see what the hype is all about. You get for the past couple of days and weeks now. However, what I actually witnessed was nothing short of a soulless and poorly executed cash grab. This cinematic masterpiece can be best described as a soul-destroying, men-hating, female empowering extravaganza that should be approached with caution. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but just let me analyze these things. Now, first and foremost, the male characters lacked any significant development, and this is what I mean. They were one-dimensional, bland, and existed primarily to either praise Barbie or act as an opposition or obstacle for her to overcome. The reduction of male characters to supporting roles devoid of any substance. It's not about even reducing them to just supporting roles, but they are devoid of substance and complexity. You feel me? It was a very, very big disservice, not only to the male characters themselves, but also to the narrative as a whole. Every male character, mostly Ken in Barbie, is portrayed as either bumbling idiots or a moron or downright villains. It's as if they rounded up every negative stereotype about men and rolled them into one big ball of misunderstanding. We need to actually ask the writer, the screenwriters of this movie, what happened? Is it there is a guy alive that has actually messed her up for her to come up with stuff like this? You get. Furthermore, the few male characters, they were even given the slight screen time, enough screen time. They were portrayed as either overly aggressive and competitive or overly emotional and weak. Men are not weak now. Why would Jesus? While some may argue that empowerment is the core of this film, it comes across as more of an overcorrection than anything else. Now, the message seems to scream, men are terrible, girls rule. Yes, we understand. You guys need to chillax. We understand that female empowerment is very, very paramount, important, and crucial. But there has to be some balance and nuance involved. You guys, you get what I'm trying to say. Unfortunately, subtlety takes a backseat here. Now, furthermore, the plot was a complete mess. It felt like the writers couldn't decide whether they wanted to create a meaningful storyline, or they just want to put strings to together a series of cliches or something. We get the message about the feminism though, but even though the plot and the storyline was It was weird. Also, the characters were one-dimensional and lacked depth, personality. Barbie herself, like the Barbie we all know, who is known for her empowering and inspiring qualities, she was reduced to a vapid and superficial stereotype. I couldn't consider the animation so great. I wouldn't consider the animation like a big deal, especially in this age where we have cinematographic advancements and all of that. I thought they could do better, honestly, with the cinematography, like the animation and stuff. As if the lackluster plots and poor animation were not enough, the attempts at humor, the attempts at sarcasm and humor fell flat, and the attempt at heartfelt moments felt forced and insincere. Like it looked so fake. Like they had inexperienced actors and actresses in the movie. That was how it felt forced. You get, like you are trying to fake a smile or something. It seemed like the script was even written without any consideration for audience's intelligence or emotional investment. You get me? Now, additionally, the movie seemed more like a 2-hour commercial for Barbie merchandise, than a genuine attempt at storyline, like a storytelling per se. The constant product placements and blatant marketing tactics were annoying. They were incredibly off-putting and distracting. For Christ's sake, you can advertise those that actually sponsors the movie, but stop putting it on our faces. It's too much. Now, don't get us wrong. This movie isn't meant to be taken too seriously. It is important to approach it with a healthy dose of skepticism, and humor. Because let's face it, Barbie the movie is not exactly aiming for cinematic greatness. Honestly, if you are looking for a deep and meaningful experience, this ain't it, and that's fact. But if you are in the mood to laugh at some absurdity while shaking your head in disbelief, then grab some buckets of popcorn and dive right into the wild race. In conclusion, the new Barbie movie isn't all that, in my own opinion, you get, and I'd consider it a major letdown and a disservice to the beloved character and her fans. Instead of being an empowering and heartwarming film, it was more of a money-making scheme, that lacks creativity or of sorts. Now, if you watch all the way here, you must really want to tell me something in the comments, honestly, because I probably just criticize your favorite movie of the year, and that doesn't sit right with you. I know. In all you do, don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, peace.